Hello, this is your teacher Daniel, and today I'm accompanied by my best friend Rafaela.
Hi guys, how's everybody?
Rafaela is my friend. She's also an English teacher, and she also teaches other languages. And I invited her here today so we can share with you some shortcuts if you're planning to learn any language, whether that's Japanese, French, Italian, English, Spanish, Portuguese, Arabic. We have been testing these shortcuts for some time now, and we'd like to share with you these tips so you can also learn any language at your own pace using these strategies we are going to share with you today. Is that right, Rafa?
That's right, Dan. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit, what are the languages you have been speaking, learning, teaching?
Sure. I have been teaching ESL, English as a second language. I have also taught French as a second language, Spanish, and Portuguese for foreign speakers.
So we've got 4 languages there.
That's right. Yes.
And say I want to learn French.
Mm-hmm.
Would any of these shortcuts that we're going to introduce to our attendees today, will they work?
Yes. Oh, yes. I actually utilized myself some of these when I was learning these languages. They are excellent ideas and tips for a language learner.
Nice, nice, nice. All right, so let's cut to the chase. Are you ready? Yes? Awesome. So the very first tip we have, guys, or shortcut, is set your device, whether that's a smartphone, a laptop computer, to the target language. And why is it, Rafa, that we want to do that?
That's because, Dan, I think right away you want to be exposed to your target language. You want to get used to reading it in English, if English is your new language. You want to read, you want to listen to it. You want to get used to looking for information in the target language. So it will be in a fun way and easy, I think.
Absolutely, absolutely. I've been doing that. It might sound a little bit challenging, and it is. And this is what we want to do, guys. Okay, we want to, just like Rafa said, expose yourself to the language you're learning. It might be scary at first. For instance, the other day I switched the language of my phone to Arabic. It took me a while, you know, to find my way there and get back to its primary language, which was English.
Okay.
At the time, it was worth. I learned, you know, few words there in Arabic, and I felt very, very, very motivated to also set my computer, you know, set my smart TV,
GPS,
set my GPS also to Arabic. I think Rafa has a very interesting fact, which happened to her.
Right.
A couple of years ago with the GPS?
Last year.
Last year.
Yes. In Brazil, we don't use GPS as much, right? But outside we do. I do live in the U.S., so I tend to change my GPS to languages that I'm learning at the time, and it's very interesting. You know, even I may not understand, but you always have the pictures, so you're learning at the same time. And one time I changed to a different language. It was actually a squirrel speaking. He was speaking in English.
What was that?
A squirrel.
A squirrel?
Yes. So he had a funny voice, but in English. So I left it because it was so cute. No. I wasn't learning anything, but I was having fun.
Then this is what it's about, guys. It's also about having fun, right? So if you're able to conciliate learning and having fun, you will learn any language you want in no time.
Right.
Super. Let's cut to the chase. Now, number 2, we've got another shortcut here. Please, Rafa?
In the car.
What do you mean? In the car?
Well, I already said one, GPS, if you do use one. Otherwise, how about you listen to a podcast while you drive?
Mhm.
And then you might say, hey, am I not going to be distracted? I think you're going to be less distracted than if you're fidgeting with the radio station, right? We get distracted by the radio station anyways.
Absolutely.
Switching music, CD. So I don't think it's any different. In
Sure.
fact, it might be better because you just put your podcast and leave it alone.
Leave it alone. Some of my students, Rafa, they'll come to me and say, hey, Dan, I've been listening to podcasts, but I'm not able to understand everything.
It's fine. You're getting yourself used to it. You don't have to understand everything. It's about getting yourself used to listening to the language.
Absolutely. Exposing yourself
To the target language.
as most as you can.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Yes, that's it.
Absolutely. So stay tuned. We're having more tips coming, okay, in this regard, podcasts, audio input, right? So you can listen to while driving or commuting.
Yeah.
Say you're on the bus, say you're on the subway.
You can, if let's say you're working on a song, you can pick a song you like, you work on it, and then you start listening to it. That's another way to do it. You don't have to just listen to podcasts without songs.
Sure.
Right? It's great. But if you love music, you pick one song you want to learn, and then first you study the lyrics if you want, and then play it. And then, and then sing along.
You're gonna have loads of fun.
Yeah.
Of that, we are sure, aren't we?
Yes.
High five that?
Yes.
All right,
All right.
awesome. Let's get this going. Number 3, guys. Can you guess what this is?
What is that, Dan?
Taking a shower.
Oh.
As you're taking a shower and you're somehow remembering the song you're listening, the podcast you're listening while driving, or even the language which was set on your device.
True.
Why not use that time, right?
Yep.
To practice your pronunciation. Try to remember the words you learn, the structure and everything.
So you are very relaxed. It's a time that you are relaxed, a time for yourself. Nobody's bothering you.
Exactly.
There's no outside noise because it's just you in the shower and what's in your thoughts.
What's in your thoughts?
Why not think in your target language? And in this case, English, right?
English, yes, absolutely, absolutely. All righty. Shall we move on?
Yes.
All right. Number 4.
I think is at the gym.
1, 2, 3, come with me. 1, 2, 3, come with me.
So while you're counting, you're doing your reps.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you count in English if that's your target language? 1, 2, 3.
Right. On top of that, what you also may do is have your earphones, right, plugged in as you're working out. You're burning some calories there, and you're listening. You're exposing yourself again.
Right. Let's say if you are at the gym for a whole hour. Some people 2 hours at the gym. So don't tell me you don't have time to listen. You do.
There is always time.
There's always time.
Yeah. Awesome. Last but not the least, we have number 5 shortcut now, which is, and you guess what this is, our viewer. No? Okay.
No.
Wonder what that is, Rafa?
I think that's a bicycle. It's an old-fashioned bicycle.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
As we ride
Yeah.
on the park, on the streets, again, what is it that we're doing? We're looking at signs as we ride our bike?
Yeah.
Maybe.
A little bit.
A little bit, yes.
But we're mostly relaxed.
We're mostly relaxed. And again?
Listening.
Listening, guys. Trust us. The secret to learning any language, speaking any language confidently is primarily listening. Okay, so the more you listen, the faster you speak, the better you speak, the more confidently you will speak.
Right. Because you can't speak. How can you produce something if you're not listening, right? You can read, you have a book, but you never hear how you're going to speak.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think we're coming to the end of this short live here on YouTube for you all. And a word of advice Teacher Dan and Teacher Rafa want to share with you is, watch out. Watch out for the traditional courses we have out there. Why not try something new, something which has been working? with us, with our students, which is this new way of learning languages, using technology, using coaching strategies. This is what Teacher Rafa and myself are here to help you with.
Yeah, I think what Teacher Dan is trying to say, don't think just inside the box, right? Oh, I have to follow this certain method and that's the only, no. We can help you find your own way of learning, your best way of learning. We have our own, find the best method for you, but not really a method. It's what works best for you.
What works best for you,
right.
Absolutely. All right, please feel free to share your insights or comments, okay, on this video. We will try to host more live shows here.
Thank you, Dan, for having me.
To help you all. I want to thank Rafa before she goes back to the USA. She came here to Brasilia. She's going to be here just for some more weeks, I think. So for those of you who are interested in having English classes with her, she is simply the best teacher in town in the USA. And she's here waiting for you. All right?
Teacher Dan.
So please come over, send us a message. We'll be happy to help you.
Thank you.
Thanks again for having.
All right.
I mean, for having your presence here.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure.
Right.
And you have wonderful students. From what I've seen, they love Teacher Dan. Really, I never seen something like this before. So, yeah, they do. And come meet him.
Come and join us.
Yes.
Come and meet us.
Come and meet us.
We'll be online. Those classes can be tutored online, in person, depending on where you are. All right?
Yes.
Okay.
Place is not a problem.
Place is not a problem.
Distance is not a problem.
Okay, so for now, we say bye.
See you later.
I'll see you later. Take care, everybody.